This video is intended for older men who have ever contemplated something very personal and perhaps rarely discussed. Have you ever asked yourself if masturbation is truly beneficial for your health after 50, 60, or even at an older age? Or perhaps in moments of quiet reflection, have you worried that you might be harming yourself without knowing it? If such thoughts have crossed your mind, you should know that you are not alone. In fact, it's one of the most common, yet rarely spoken about concerns among aging men. For a long time, the topic of masturbation has been surrounded by myths, outdated beliefs, and a significant lack of clear, truthful information. This is precisely why we're having this important conversation today. When you look closely at all the facts, it's easy to see why there are so many doubts. Studies show that while most men over 60 continue to masturbate, many do so without knowing what it means for their hormones, their prostate, or even how it might affect their relationship with a partner. It's like trying to take care of an important part of your health with your eyes closed, but that ends today. Right now, we are going to have an honest talk based on real facts and scientific data. I'm not just going to tell you what you want to hear. I will share what the science says. Let's explore together 10 unexpected and proven benefits of masturbation as you age. Then, just as importantly, we'll discuss 10 possible risks you absolutely need to know about to ensure your actions are truly contributing to your well-being. I assure you that by watching this video to the end, you will gain knowledge that can improve your health and overall well-being for years to come. In the meantime, please write in the comments where you are from and what city. I truly value the feedback, and it's interesting for me to know who is watching. Let's start with the 10 benefits that might be a revelation to you. There is a lot of good news. These advantages are often overlooked, but they are crucial for men in their prime. Well, benefit number 1. Masturbation supports the health of your penis. Think of it this way. An erection is a kind of workout for your penis. When it happens, blood actively flows into the soft tissues called the corpora cavernosa. Regular stimulation helps these tissues stay flexible and healthy, which is key to achieving and maintaining a firm erection as you age. It's about keeping everything in good working order, preventing it from stiffening or losing sensitivity. This is a simple and effective way to care for one of the most vital parts of your body. Recently, my patient Albert, who is 65 years old, told me that after he started paying attention to this aspect of his health, he noticed a significant improvement in blood flow and overall sensitivity, which, in his words, restored his confidence. Benefit number 2. Masturbation helps your prostate. Research from Harvard University was a real breakthrough and something every older man should know about. Several major studies, including a very well-known one from Harvard University, found that more frequent ejaculation is linked to a significantly lower likelihood of developing prostate cancer. This is not a mistake. The probability of developing cancer is indeed reduced. It is believed that regular ejaculation helps to clear out substances and fluids that can build up in the prostate ducts. It's similar to a routine plumbing maintenance that keeps everything clean and working efficiently. This is a surprisingly simple and natural way to protect yourself from a serious disease. I often share this information during my consultations, and many men, like my client Michael, 70 years old, were amazed to learn that a habit they considered just a pleasure has such important medical benefits. Benefit number 3. It strengthens your pelvic floor, your internal support. You may rarely think about it, but the contractions that occur during orgasm actually train the very important muscles of the pelvic floor. Why is this so crucial? Because strong pelvic floor muscles play a critical role in achieving and maintaining an erection, as well as in controlling ejaculation. Moreover, they help prevent unwanted urine leakage or dripping after urination, a problem that is quite common among older men. Think of these muscles as a hidden support system for your body, and regular exercise helps keep it strong and reliable. For example, my patient George, 68 years old, faced the problem of urine leakage, and after he started doing special pelvic floor exercises, he noticed an improvement, and regular masturbation became an additional, natural way to keep these muscles toned. Benefit number 4. Masturbation lowers your stress hormone levels. In today's world, even after retirement, managing stress remains fundamental for maintaining health. There's a wonderful built-in advantage here. Studies have clearly shown that orgasm causes a significant decrease in cortisol levels. As you may know, cortisol is our primary stress hormone. Its reduction helps control blood pressure and lessen anxiety, turning personal pleasure into a completely natural way to care for your heart and mind. It's a kind of natural tranquilizer that is always available when you need it. My client Nicholas, who had a heart attack at 62, uses this method as part of his stress management program, and his doctor confirms that it helps him maintain stable blood pressure. Benefit number 5. It releases well-being chemicals. This is your natural mood booster. Have you ever felt a deep sense of calm and well-being after an orgasm? This is your brain receiving a powerful dose of substances that create good feelings. We're talking about dopamine, which boosts motivation and pleasure, and oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This natural mood lift provides a strong sense of relaxation, emotional connection, and overall well-being, which is extremely valuable for mental health. This is especially important as you go through different life stages. I recently spoke with one of my clients, Paul, who is 75 years old and is dealing with loneliness after his wife passed away. He says that masturbation helps him cope with feelings of anxiety and improves his mood, making his days feel more full and calm. Benefit number 6. It helps with early detection of health problems. This point is often overlooked, but it is incredibly important. When you regularly engage in masturbation, you get to know your body very well. This private and personal self-check is one of the best ways for men to notice early signs of problems like testicular cancer, penile fibrosis, or any other unusual changes that might go unnoticed until they become more serious. It's about giving yourself the opportunity to be the first to spot a potential issue. For example, one of my clients, Daniel, 69 years old, noticed a small lump on his testicle during masturbation. He immediately went to the doctor, and thanks to the early diagnosis, the problem was successfully resolved. If it weren't for this routine self-check, he might have found out about the problem when it was already too late. Benefit number 7. It improves sleep, your path to more restful nights. If you found it harder to sleep well as you've gotten older, I have great news. After an orgasm, the body releases hormones such as oxytocin and prolactin. When combined with the decrease in cortisol we already discussed, this induces a strong and natural feeling of sleepiness. It allows the body to truly relax, making it easier to fall into a deep, restorative sleep. The very rest that truly recharges you and which usually becomes less common with age. One of my patients, William, 72 years old, suffered from insomnia for many years. I advised him to try masturbating before bed. A couple of weeks later, he enthusiastically reported to me that it had become his new ritual and that he was finally starting to get enough sleep. Benefit number 8. It can help with ejaculation control and better manage your body. For men who face issues like premature ejaculation, masturbation provides a safe, private, and non-judgmental space to practice techniques, such as the start-stop method. This helps you better understand your body's signals and develop greater control over your responses. And most importantly, this understanding and control can translate into a more pleasant and confident sexual experience with a partner. I know that this is a sensitive topic for many men, but openly discussing this issue has helped many of my clients, including Leonard, 64 years old, feel more confident and comfortable in their intimate relationships. Benefit number 9. Masturbation helps keep your libido and desire centers active. And finally, perhaps the most profound benefit, remember that your brain is your primary sexual organ. The frequent use of sexual fantasy and physical contact keeps the neural circuits associated with desire and arousal active. This regular practice helps to keep your libido and the body's responsiveness alive, even if you don't have a regular partner. It's like a workout for the muscles of desire in your mind, which helps them stay active, sharp, and ready for action. I often use this comparison, and many men, like Eric, 78 years old, who lives alone, find comfort in this and confirmation that they can remain whole at any age. In conclusion, perhaps the most important thing you can do is be proactive about your health. Nothing, not diet, not physical activity, not the frequency of ejaculation, can replace the need for regular medical checkups. This is especially important if you are a man over 40, 50, or have a family history of prostate cancer. Discussing screening options with your doctor, such as a PSA blood test, is the most effective way to timely detect a potential problem while it is still treatable. So, returning to our initial question, which may have surprised you, what is the effect of daily masturbation on your prostate? The surprising truth, supported by high-quality research, is that masturbation, far from being a harmful habit as depicted by numerous myths and fears, can be one of the simplest and most natural ways to contribute to a healthier prostate in the long run. It's not a magic cure and does not replace a healthy lifestyle and regular visits to the doctor. But the evidence is clear. A healthy sexual life, including masturbation, is your ally, not your enemy. To have a complete picture and ensure that your actions are not just good but maximally beneficial for your health, we cannot talk only about the benefits. A truly healthy practice is always conscious and informed. Therefore, in my next video, we will discuss 10 possible risks or undesirable effects that you need to know and take into account. Ignoring these points can negate all the wonderful benefits we just talked about. Pay the closest attention to this, because knowing this information can save you from a lot of inconvenience, confusion, and unnecessary anxiety. See you in the next video.